More than 1,000 of Congressman Adal Issa's constituents made their voices known inside back-to-back town halls he held in Oceanside, California this weekend. And that's not counting the folks who couldn't get in and were waving signs and chanting outside. Congressman Issa was reelected in November by the teensy tiniest of margins. Since then, the spotlight on him has been intense in his home district. Starting in January, constituents of his have been holding weekly protests outside his California offices. Among other things, they have been demanding that he hold a town hall so they can converse with him. They have visited and left letters outside his office. Last month, they crowdfunded $6,000 to take out a full-page ad in the local San Diego Tribune, inviting him to an emergency town hall on health care. They held that town hall on health care, but Adal Issa did not show up. Which made for its own fun. Where is Daryl? That kind of sustained pressure at home, week after week after week after week, is now maybe showing some results. This weekend, Congressman Issa did finally hold those 2 town halls. And after facing his constituents at home, now he is clarifying where he stands on the Republican plan to get rid of Obamacare.
And it's really Are you going to vote for the Speaker Ryan plan as it looks right now?
You know, I'm not prepared to vote for it as right now, and I think that's not because of a specific, this is unacceptable, but because I think we can do better.
Today, the Congressional Budget Office announced that the Republican plan to kill Obamacare will cause 24 million Americans to lose their health insurance. That's 24 million people who have insurance now losing their insurance. That's part of why the Republican plan to kill Obamacare is not likely to survive. Another part of why it's not likely to survive is what members of Congress are facing in their home districts. The only Republican senator who's going to be running for re-election next year from a state that Hillary Clinton won is Nevada Senator Dean Heller, and his constituents have found their voice this year. They've been asking him for a town hall, among other things. Last month, they bought tickets to a private event in order to see him because he wouldn't do a public event with them. But at that private event, the senator made him a promise. He said he would hold a town hall if everybody going to the town hall agreed that they wouldn't boo him. No deal. Senator Heller has yet to hold a public in-the-flesh town hall. He did hold a private event with constituents this weekend. According to leaked audio of that event, Dean Heller told the crowd, quote, "Not everything in the Affordable Care Act is bad. As we move forward and take a look at some of these changes and what's occurring, I think we ought to embrace what's good in the Affordable Care Act." He also said, quote, "Do I believe that all Americans should have access to health care? Absolutely, I do." That was on Saturday. Again, today, the CBO projected that 24 million Americans would eventually lose their health insurance under the new Republican plan to get rid of Obamacare. But you know what? The first 14 million of those 24 million, the first 14 million would lose coverage by 2018, just in time for the midterm elections, when Dean Heller and Adal Issa will both be up for re-election in what are likely to be the fights of their lives. You can believe it's on their calendars already.
I talked to a lot of people, many of them fighting mad.